Hi everyone. In the previous class, we have seen the concept of DOM traversing. Means, in order to access a particular element, we can able to traverse over the DOM, and I can able to get the corresponding element. Sir, you may have the question. Sir, can I able to find an element with respect to the selectors, right? Yes, we can do, of course. But this concept is specifically meant for to select or to find an element or to perform any kind of modifications over an element, we need to traverse, right? That traversing we are going to do are related to the the other elements. Related to the other elements. Generally, with the help of selectors, we are going to select an element directly. But if you would like to find out or if you would like to select an element related to other elements, then we can able to know the concept of DOM traversing. Okay, fine. In today's class, we'll see the concept of DOM manipulation. Manipulation. So, you know the meaning of manipulation. This concept you have seen already in the JavaScript itself. So, manipulation means manipulating the DOM elements, which we can simply call it as DOM manipulation. That is the general definition. If you would like to clearly define that, so manipulating of DOM elements, meaning that if you would like to change any kind of HTML element, or if you would like to manipulate any kind of HTML element, then we have to know the concept of DOM manipulation. Here we may get question: what things we need to change or what things we need to modify? Yes, we can able to change a particular element, or we can able to change or we can able to modify an attributes of a particular element, so that we can able to satisfy our corresponding requirements. Yes, guys. So, not to achieve this concept, we need to go for the concept of DOM manipulation. So, in order to achieve the DOM manipulation, we need to have to know the concept of DOM traversing, or we have to know the concept of selectors. Selectors. Okay, fine. So, first of all, so if you take any kind of, for example, let me take any kind of element, like for example, any kind of h1 tag. H1 tag, I am calling it as some content. Yes, guys, on this element, I can able to perform any kind of manipulations, any kind of changes I can able to do. So first I would like to select this particular element. Then with the help, I can able to modify these attributes if it is required with the help of this DOM manipulation, or I can able to change this element if it is required for us. I can able to change the element itself. This is the concept which we can do through the concept of DOM manipulation. Yes, guys. Yeah. So what we are going to change? So meaning that, so finally with the help of this DOM manipulation concept, I can able to add or change the content of a particular element. Change the content of a particular element or change the content of a specified element. Yes. First of all, so in JavaScript, if you would like to get the content of a particular element, you would like to get the content of particular element, then we have seen three methods. One is inner text, and inner HTML, inner HTML. Like this, we have seen three methods, right? So similarly, here also we have the same kind of thing. So if you would like to access a particular element, if you would like to access a particular element, and in that if you would like to set or get the data from that particular element, then I can go for the method called text method. There is one more method called HTML method. There is one more method called val method. All these three are meant for different purpose now. Yes, text method is meant for to set or get the text content of a particular element. Get the text content of a particular element. In the previous class also I have defined this same text method clearly. What about this HTML method, which is also meant for to set or get the text content, but the text content is in the form of a HTML. So there is a difference between inner content, and inner text. And there is difference between inner text and inner HTML. So in inner HTML, I can able to apply HTML code. I can able to apply HTML code. What about this val method? Val method is going to set or get the value of form field some form fields. So if so, like in the forms, we will have specific like form fields, right? Like name field, all this name field, password field, all this. If you would like to set some particular text here, or if you would like to get some particular value which is entered by the user from here, I can able to use a method called val method. This is specifically meant for only forms, and for all the remaining things, we are going to use either text method or HTML method. HTML method. Yes, guys. So first, I will take a simple example how we are going to use all these three methods. Yeah, guys. So this is the thing I think in the morning class I have explained. I'm going to erase all the things. Yes. jQuery DOM manipulation. Okay, fine. This is the example I will. Now what I would like to convey is for you, uh, I am taking one simple tag called paragraph tag for time being. So I am simply taking my name, now here I would like to show, I would like to access this content, I would like to modify this content based upon the requirement. Yeah, so if I refresh, I got my name. Yes, now what I will do is I would like to make access this particular content. Would like to make access this particular content. Yes, guys. So for that, uh, so what we can do first, I need to access that particular element, paragraph element. So as we have only one paragraph element, there is no problem. That I would like to get the text method. Okay, the text method. So actually, I need to display or I need to make it an alert box. So where alert of J. Okay, fine. I'm going to refresh it. If I click here, you will get the answer as J Krishna. Okay, fine. For example, I would like to set this content, or I would like to modify this content. I would like to modify this content. Then what I can do, I can pass simply here as some value. Instead of J Krishna, I am saying computer science and engineering. Computer science and engineering. You can able to refresh. Click here. Computer science and engineering. We got the data or not? Yes. This is the way we can able to use the text method, guys. Here the definition clearly explaining text method is meant for to set or get the text content. I have taken the example. This is if I didn't pass anything, it is going to act as a returning the text content. If I pass anything, it is going to make it as a setting the text content. Setting the text content. Yes. So with the help of this text method, I can able to do perform plain text operation. Plain text operation. With the help of this what HTML method. With the help of this HTML method, I can able to perform HTML code. For example, I'm writing like bold tag. Writing bold tag. Observe, guys. Here actually this computer engineering is in the form of a normal thing. If I click here, it is going to define something. Now it will observe. It will get in the form of a bold format. So I don't want this one also. I'll refresh Jay Krishna. If I click here, it is going to modify and it is going to get in the form of bold format. Like HTML code also I can write. Style. And so you can practice all this. You can practice all this. Yes. Similarly, for example, for example, I have a form. I have a form. Something like input input type equal to type equal to text type equal text id equal to id equal to I am having this as a name. This as a name. So whenever you submitted something, whenever you submit something, I am going to access this particular value. I am going to access this particular value that we can do, right? Yes. So first I would like to select element dollar of id as id. It is hash I dot value, which is entered by the user. Which is entered by the user. I'm going to simply make use of alert method. So I'm just displaying to the user alert of, or else entered value is, I will say entered value is. So if you would like to specifically data get data from the text fields or any kind of fields, then you can go for value method. Yes guys, I'm going to go for Jaya. Click here, entered value is Jaya. If I go for something like Krishna, click here, entered value is Krishna. So to specifically access the entered value in the fields, I'll go for a method called val method. Go for a method called val method. Yes. For example, I would like to set some text. I would like to some text. So instead of entering the user data, I would like to go for CS. So I should not have return type actually here. Yeah. Enter value is object. See, you will get some kind of problem here actually. So what I need to do is you need to set that data. So I don't want. Yes. Observe alert of value set. So when it is going to, this operation is going to perform, whenever I am going to click right, you can observe I'm going to refresh. So there is no data entered. If I click here, automatically, so that value will be set here. I'm going to demo this also. So guys, refresh, click here, whenever I click it, that data will be automatically updated. So that is the reason I'm saying that it is meant for to set or get the form fields also. Get the form fields also, yes. Sometimes what you can do is you can able to modify the attributes also. You can able to perform attribute operations like with the help of an attribute method. There is a method called attribute method. With the help of this method, I can able to add attributes, or I can able to get the corresponding attribute values. Corresponding attribute values. For example, if I would like to, there is a tag called anchor tag. A anchor tag. I didn't get anything. A anchor tag. This is a kind of link. I would like to add attribute called href attribute. Href attribute, or I would like to modify this attribute. I would like to modify this attribute. Then what I can do, with the help of this attribute method, I can able to do that. So we are going to pass two parameters. First parameter is attribute name. Second parameter is attribute value. Attribute name. Second parameter is attribute value. Like this, you can able to do that task. Yes. So what I will do is I will simply take one anchor tag. Anchor tag. So if at all, so it's all up to you whether what kind of thing you would like to add. For example, I am taking some href as hash, nothing, so it is not pointing to anything. I'm going to make it as a link. I'm going to close the anchor tag. I refresh, we got a particular link. Break tag, break tag. All will be in the next step. Yes. So if I'm going to press F12, and if I go for the anchor tag, ahref equal to hash link and closing of anchor tag, right? So now what I will do is, with the help of this DOM manipulation, I can able to add dynamically a target attribute. See, guys, or else what I will do is I will take https colon double slash www dot google dot I am going to refresh, clicking on the link. Where it is loading? By default, it is loading in the same page. By default, it is loading in the same page. If whenever I click on this link, it has to be loaded in the new tab. New tab. For that, which attribute you have to use? You have to use the target attribute. You have to use the target attribute. Target attribute equal to underscore blank. I click here, that will be loaded in the new tab. Now, what my requirement is, I don't want to add this as statically. I would like to make it add dynamically whenever the user clicks the button. So, what I can do, I can access this particular button. So, I'm going to make comment all this. I don't want, right? I'm going to access this particular anchor tag. Okay. So, whenever user perform some like I would like to add whenever user performs a click button, I need to add an attribute dynamically. So for that, first field is what is the first field? The attribute name. What is the second field? The value. The value. The value. Yes, guys. I'm going to refresh. I'm going to refresh. Yes, guys. And right now you can observe ahref equal to google.com link nothing. If I click here, automatically you can observe target equal underscore blank is added. Underscore blank is added. So this is the way you can able to add dynamically attribute values also. For example, I would like to get the data. For example, uh, so this is meant for what? To set the attribute. To set the attribute. I would like to get the attribute. Dollar of anchor tag dot attribute of what attribute I need to get. For example, I need to get the attribute value of href. For example, alert of alert of. I'm going to refresh. Whenever I click, what is the href? www.google.com. That is the value that the user has given already. Yes. This is the way we can able to get the attribute value also. So this is meant for to set or to get the attribute value also. And I have covered, I think, both setting as well as getting. And one more thing is, if you would like to remove the attribute, you can able to remove the attribute with the help of a method called remove attribute method. So method called remove attribute method. Guys, if you observe here, it is already having an attribute called href attribute. Already an attribute called href attribute. Here I have used a method called remove attribute method. Method called remove attribute method. Whenever it is going to execute it, automatically this href is going to be deleted. So when it is going to execute it, when I am going to click here, see, automatically some updation did, right? So now it is not a link. It is not a link, right? But previous it is a link. Like this, we can able to perform the manipulations over the attributes also. Yes, guys. So while explaining concept of jQuery events, I have taken uh, at a single instance. If you would like to perform multiple events, you can able to perform that with the help of this kind of syntax, right? Flower brackets instead of followed by comma operator. The same thing also here we can able to do. So at a single instance. So up to now what I did, at a single time we are going to add only one attribute with the help of this attribute method. Now what we can do is, with the kind of same kind of syntax method which we have used like jQuery events, we can able to add multiple attributes at a single instance. What is syntax, sir? Same attribute method followed by flower brackets, followed by you need to write always in the form of object value pairs. Always write in the form of object value pairs. So guys, if you observe here, somewhere I think, yeah, exactly we have opened. It always in the form of object value pairs, right? So name value pairs, followed by comma operator. Yes. So I will take this example right now. So for example, right now what we did is we have removed the attribute. Do we really remove the attribute? Refresh, observe. We have an attribute called href attribute. Yeah, I don't want this href attribute also right now. Observe, I refresh. This is not a link. Now I would like to make this. Observe, this is not a link. I would like to add one or more attributes at a single instance. Then what we can do? We can follow that particular syntax. I'm going to use that. Select that anchor tag. For that, I'm going to use the method called attribute method. Attribute method. Now I would like to open the flower parenthesis. In that, I need to write in the form of object value pairs. href is the attribute. For that, what is the value? For example, https colon www.google.com. Google.com. So you would like to add one more attribute? Yes, we can able to do that. For example, title equal to Google link. Title equal to Google link. Yes, I have added two attributes. Is it fine, right? I am going to refresh now. Refresh now. It is not added. Whenever I am going to perform click operation, yes, href attribute is added. Title is added. See, whenever I place cursor here, automatically will get some kind of title, that is Google link. So this way, you can able to add multiple attributes at a single instance of time. Single instance of time. Okay, fine. So similarly, not only like this, not only we can able to modify the content or we can able to add the content, we can able to add HTML elements also. We can able to add HTML elements also. That thing we can do with help of HTML method. Yeah, for example, I would like to add some HTML element before a particular element, or I would like to add some HTML element after the particular element. Then we have a method called before method as well as after method. Before method is meant for to add a particular element before a particular element. If you want to add an element after a particular element, then you can go for the after method. After method. Similarly, if you would like to concatenate two text, we can go for append to method, prepend to method, prepend to method. So these meant for to add the text content, to concatenate the text content, But this concatenation will be different again. I will show it in an example. Similarly, if you would like to add some data, some list of items at the end of a list, then I can go for append method. If you would like to add a list items at the beginning of a list, then you can go for the method called prepend method. Prepend method. Yes. If you would like to remove all the elements which are present in the a particular element, then you can go for a method called empty method. If you would like to remove all the elements, including that elements also, then I can go for the method called detach method. Method called detach method. Okay. Yeah, I will show all the things. For example, guys, I'm going to make it comment this also. What I will do is I would like to add some, like for example, I'm going to take some another list, list CSC. See mechanical. Yes, guys, we got this data. For example, I would like to add some kind of HTML content before this another list. Then I can go for before. So first, what I have to do, I have to access that particular element on order list, and I'm going to add the content. What can I need to add? For example, I would like to add h1 of uh, list of branches. See, there is no relation between this another list and that heading. So what I would like to convey to the processor is please add some content before this unordered list. That's it. That is what I would like to convey. Refresh, nothing. If I click here, it will be added. Click here. Automatically that will be added here also. Yes, list of branches. Similarly, after a particular thing, for example, after the unordered list, I would like to add. For example, after this particular thing, I would like to add. Then once again, I would like to take the same thing. Add a list. I will take as after branches completed. Whenever I click, automatically both will be done. List of branches, branches complete. For example, I would like to add not only at before or after UL. If you want, you can able to add after H1. After H1. Like for example, after H1 means I need to use this one. Okay? It all depends upon your practice. After H1, branches complete, you will get the answer. Yes. Okay, fine. Similarly, if you would like to add some content over some something over at the end of a particular thing, then we can go for append method. For example, I would like to add something over here, then I can go for append method. Append of, for example, Jaya, or append of uh, civil. Now I click here, automatically civil will be get. But here I need to get that some kind of bullet symbol, right? Then what I can do, I can go for writing HTML code. Click here, observe guys here. If I open this another list also, you'll have only three another list. If I click here, automatically fourth one will be added. Fourth one will be added. Like this, we can able to modify the content. If you would like to add at the beginning, not at the end, if you would like to add at the beginning, see, I'm not giving any spaces. Don't think that. If you would like to add at the beginning, you can go for prepend. Prepend. The branch is like table. Click here, it will be added as table. That's true. Yes. If you want to concatenate two or more text, you can able to concatenate. For example, paragraph ID equal to P1. Hi. 1 minute. Yeah, hi. I would like to close this paragraph tag. For example, my paragraph tag is somewhere after the input tag. Paragraph tag ID equal to P2. Hello. Closing of this paragraph tag. You can observe the output here once. Hi is here, hello is here. Now I would like to concatenate these two, meaning that I would like to append this hello to this hi, this hello to this hi. Then what I can do is I can simply access those two elements. So I'm going to make all this comment. I can use the methods called append to method. For example, I would like to add this P2 hello to the hello should be added to hi. Hello should be added to hi. Then I can go for accessing hash P2 dot append to of, for which one I need to add hash P1. Hash P1. So nothing will be added. If I click, what happened? Hi hello will be comes to side by side. It comes to side by side. If you observe guys here, actually I have written the hello where hello will be added. See, observe, hello will be added inside the hi, inside there. That is the advantage of this append to. Similarly, prepend to means it is going to add at the uh, previous at the starting. So you can able to that practice that. For example, I would like to remove all the elements which are present in this unordered list, sub elements, all the children I would like to remove. Then what I can do, I can able to access that one. I'm going to unordered list dot, I can go for empty, saving, refresh, nothing happened, another list will be there, it contains 3 children is there. If I click here, automatically that analyst will be erased. There is no content here also, there is no content here also. Yes, for example, I'm going to refresh once again. I don't want like that, I want to remove the parent also. Then I can go for the method called detach method. Refresh, click here, another list is also not exist. Okay, so like this you can able to perform various kind of manipulations over these DOM elements, or these DOM elements. For example, sometimes what you can do is you can able to uh, write, for example, let me take the example itself. For example, I am having a paragraph hello, I'm having a paragraph hello, I'm having a paragraph Jay Krishna, I'm having a paragraph hi. If I execute this, how this will look like, this will be in the form of small font size. What I can do is I can able to directly get some content around these paragraphs, some content around this paragraph. For example, instead of writing h1 closing of h1 for all the paragraph tags, I can able to the content wrap the content around every element, around the required element, around the required element. Then you can use a method called wrap method. Method called wrap method. Right? You can observe, if you observe, there is a paragraph tag. For all this paragraph tag, there is no wrap around element. Wrap around element. Now I will use a method called, for example, I would like to access, I would like to provide wrap around element for every paragraph. Like a method called wrap of. What I need to wrap? I need to wrap the element as h1. Element as h1. If I refresh, nothing will be happen. So I have written code in such a way that whenever I click, it will be performed. Click here, automatically Jay Krishna will be in the h1 size, hi will be in the h1 size, hello will be in the h1 size. Automatically observe, every element, every paragraph element is wrapped with the h1 content. Here you can observe where it is. Hi will be after the another list. Yes, for this also wrapping. So that is the advantage of wrap. So if you would like to at a single instance, if you would like to add some code at a single instance of time for multiple kind of